Blagojevich has taken us to a truly new low.
If it isn't the most corrupt state in the United States, it's certainly one hell of a competitor.
Governor Rodovan Blagojevich is arrested and charged today to stop what federal prosecutors call a political corruption crime spree. Among the alleged crimes, trying to sell the Senate seat vacated by President-elect Barack Obama.
Our extensive coverage begins with ABC 7 investigative reporter Chuck Gowney. Chuck.
Ron, Kathy, when some strangers showed up this morning at Governor Blagojevich's front door, he thought it was a prank, perhaps an early singing telegram for his birthday tomorrow. But the visitors didn't sing or juggle. They clamped handcuffs on Mr. Blagojevich and took him away a day before he turns 52. If convicted of just the charges he faces tonight, he could spend his next 30 birthdays in prison. The governor and his 46-year-old chief of staff, John Harris, seen here on the right, were both arrested this morning.
It occurred about 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was a phone call from me to the governor advising him that we had a warrant for his arrest, that there were 2 FBI agents outside his door, asked him to open the door.
According to the federal charges, they plotted shakedown schemes aimed at making Blagojevich rich and powerful.
The conduct would make Lincoln roll over in his grave.
In late October, U.S. Attorney Patrick Fitzgerald had the governor's home phone tapped and a listening device or bug installed here in the Blagojevich campaign office.
Even the most cynical agents in our office were shocked.
What they heard right after this historic election night in Chicago, when the city image glistened around the world, was the governor trying to sell Barack Obama's Senate seat for cash or a plum job for himself in Washington.
Governor Blagojevich has been arrested in the middle of what we can only describe as a political corruption crime spree. We acted to stop that crime spree.
A spree that prosecutors say included the governor's plan to take back $8 million from Children's Memorial Hospital because the CEO didn't pony up to his campaign, and a pledge to give state financing to the Chicago Cubs for Wrigley Field if the owners, the Tribune Company, would fire editorial writer John McCormick, who had been critical of the governor.
I was really grateful that if, in fact, the governor tried to muscle the Tribune, I'm glad it didn't work. I'm glad the paper ran our editorials, and I'm glad that everybody on the editorial board is still here.
Blagojevich isn't talking tonight. His lawyer says the governor did nothing wrong.
The governor believes that he didn't do anything wrong, and he asks that the people of Illinois have some faith that he didn't do anything wrong. And a lot of this is just politics.
The governor and his chief of staff both released tonight on $4,500 bond. A final note on Mr. Blagojevich's lawyer, Sheldon Soroski, who you just saw, and why the governor may have selected him today. Soroski himself is not only a Blagojevich campaign donor, but also a Blagojevich appointee. He is the chairman of the Illinois Criminal Justice Information Authority that tracks arrest statistics, of which Rod Blagojevich is now one. Ron?
All right. Thanks,